Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.
So a couple of days ago, I made a video covering the 65th annual Grammy Awards and all of the satanic symbolism that was within the award show, which I don't believe was a shocker for most people because they were pretty open and obvious with their satanic symbolism. However, the point of the video wasn't really to talk about the satanic symbolism itself, but to prove that this satanic symbolism isn't done for the purpose of ratings and for attention, or at least it's not done solely for that purpose, as the ratings for the Grammys have been dropping every year. You know, in 2020, they had 18.7 million viewers, which was an all-time low, and this year it was like 12 million or something like that. So every year it's been dropping. So if your ratings are dropping, if less and less people are watching, why would you be consistent with the same sort of imagery, right? Furthermore, if your ratings are dropping, why not find another creative way to get people's attention? Why is it always mocking Jesus, right? Why is it always satanic symbolism, right? Is that the most that you can do? You know, once I heard that sex sells, but I didn't really see anything that was pushing the sex agenda or the over-sexualization agenda. Everything from, you know, Sam Smith's performance to DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Lil Wayne sitting at a table mocking the last, supper with Jesus Christ. And even, I talked about Quavo's performance and how it was mixed in with gospel musicians and how it was just a little weird with him wearing the one face mask and all of that. It was just strange, right? Well, I'm making this video because I went back and I watched the Grammy Awards, and I noticed a couple of things that I didn't talk about that I feel like I should, bring forth to your attention to further prove that this isn't just about ratings. And two, the purpose of this video is for people who like to hop in my comment section, which is exactly what happened, and say things which I'm not upset with the people. It's just I want to bring those people closer to Jesus Christ, and this is the way to do it, right? Because there are people who hop in the comment section and say things like, man, you're exaggerating this, man. This isn't about just worshiping Satan or worshiping the devil, right? They're doing this for attention. If you look away, then they don't exist, right? The Grammys changed nothing, right? They had no effect on anyone's lives, and I would 100% disagree, right? I think there's some truth to the statement of if you look away and you don't give them attention, then they don't exist, right? They have no bearing on your life. However, the problem is, what I need you to understand is that God is real. Hell is real, right? And you have a lot of gullible people out there who watch these award ceremonies, look up to these celebrities, and they think that this is just for entertainment. Welcome back to another episode of the Ruling Class Podcast, and of course, I'm your host, Didi, back up in this bitch with another video. Listen, if you're new to the show, I just ask that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you for being here. Now let's continue with the video. But this is what I want to bring to your attention. What's so shocking and will get somebody's attention so much with four men, that being Jay-Z, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Lil Wayne, sitting at a long table full of fruit? I mean, I really want you to think about that. What's so shocking about that everybody will like break the internet and everybody's gonna talk about it and oh my God, and they're sitting at a table full of fruit? That's not shocking, right? Sam Smith dancing like the devil with the stage set ablaze, with these women ritualistically dancing around him in a circle, with his featured artists on the stage in a cage, that may be very shocking to a lot of viewers, right? But four men sitting at a table rapping over fruits and vegetables, no, that's my point. It's not just for shock value, right? It's a lot deeper than that. It is done with the intent to mock Jesus. It is done with the intent to mock Christians. It is done with the intent to be blasphemous on purpose, right? But for those of you who are still in question and still don't fully believe what I'm saying, something else that I noticed when I went back and watched it was Madonna, right? Who is an artist who has been an occultist for many, many years. And if you'd like to see a full video on Madonna, please drop Madonna in the comments. That will be one of my next videos as well, right? Madonna is one of those people who has always, pushed the status quo. Madonna is another one of those musicians who go to these award ceremonies and have these music videos that have absolutely nothing to do with the song, right? So when you have people that have in my comment section and say things like, Sam Smith decided to dress up like the devil because he had a song that was called Unholy. I just can't fathom and imagine these people watching my videos and still come out not as if they didn't listen to what I said in the videos. Listen to me, and please listen closely. The point is that Sam Smith did not perform as Satan in all red because his song was called Unholy. Whether you believe that or not. No. It's actually the other way around. The song was called Unholy. When the song was written and put together for Sam Smith, it was done with the sole intent of mocking Christ. It is done with the sole intent of keeping people away from Jesus Christ and living a righteous lifestyle. It is to promote an unrighteous lifestyle, right? So therefore, when you perform a song dressed up as Satan or dressed up as the devil, quote unquote, it wouldn't be as shocking, and you can defend yourself with a title like Unholy. Proof of this is Madonna herself. Now, for those of you who don't know, many years ago, Madonna performed at an award ceremony where she was dressed up as the bride, right? And again, in my Madonna video, if you all would like to see that video, I will break down what that means, because the song itself had absolutely nothing to do with the way that she was dressed and how she was acting, right? There's no justification for this, right? When you see all these artists portraying themselves as Jesus Christ and putting themselves on the cross like as if they're Jesus Christ, walking on water, floating across water as if they're Jesus Christ, what justification do you have for that? Especially when their lyrics have absolutely nothing to do with Jesus Christ. What excuses do you have for these artists at that point, right? Furthermore, listen, I want you to take a listen to what Madonna said right before Sam Smith performed. Let's take a listen.
To give thanks to all the rebels out there forging a new path and taking the heat for all of it. You guys need to know, all you troublemakers out there, you need to know that your fearlessness does not go unnoticed. You are seen, you are heard, and most of all, you are appreciated.
To all the rebels out there that are forging a new path and taking all the heat for it, we see you and we appreciate you. What could she be talking about? What rebels is she talking about that are forging a new path, right? If this is, once again, if this is about ratings, if this is about just attention seeking, help me understand what Madonna meant by that. But don't worry, that's why I'm here. That's why I have this video. I'm going to tell you what she meant. There's a guy by the name of Aleister Crowley, right? Who was once named the most wickedest man on the planet, right? I don't want to say all the things that he was accused of in this video because YouTube will flag this video, but just do your research on Aleister Crowley. He is one of the most satanic men in history. He is the man that a lot of these celebrities like Jay-Z, right? He's the man that a lot of these people follow, and they listen and they try to live by his teachings. He is one of the people who said that he's going to bring in a new age where celebrities and people will openly worship Lucifer, be their own gods, right? Not subject themselves to the teachings of things like Jesus Christ and things of that sort. And people are not going to be too shocked about it, right? This is the new age that they're talking about. So when she says something like that, moments before, right before Sam Smith performs, that's not a coincidence. Well, speaking of Aleister Crowley, I'm almost positive that Madonna is a follower of his teachings as well. But I can't 100% prove that, but what I can 100% prove is that a musician by the name of Ab-Soul, that some of you may be familiar with, he's definitely a follower of Aleister Crowley. He made an entire album dedicated to Aleister Crowley called Do What Thou Wilt, which is a famous saying from Aleister Crowley that basically says, be your own gods, do what you want with no consequences, do whatever you choose to do and be happy with whatever it is that you do, right? Which is a very, very unholy, very unrighteous saying that a lot of celebrities live by. Well, this man even talked about it on Sway in the Morning, trying to defend and paint Aleister Crowley as somebody who was a good person. Let's take a listen.
And when I discovered the name of the album was the saying, do what thou wilt. Which to me brought me to Aleister Crowley.
Correct.
And you know what Aleister, you know who Aleister Crowley
Absolutely.
is, right? And he was a magician, a poet, and he was also linked to Satanism.
Yeah.
In ways.
Yeah.
And so what made you decide, what does that mean to you? Made you decide to name your project that?
Well, you know what? You're the first one to bring up the Satanism, and I'm so glad that you did, because you know it's all church with me.
Yeah.
Know that. So, do what thou wilt immediately sounds like, free will. Aleister Crowley has been influential throughout music and entertainment and ideology and philosophy. The album is based on that quote, do what thou wilt, which is in the book, one of his books, the Book of the Law. And love is the law. Love is the only law. I respect that because, my main thing is ain't nothing wrong with a righteous man, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I really admire this guy.
Is this gonna be the breakthrough joint?
Well, I mean, but you know,
Well, see, what he's saying is, are you signing your name on
Right,
the dotted
are you
line?
joining the
Are you signing your soul away?
Oh.
No, yeah, that's what he's saying.
Are you in the Illuminati?
I mean, what you think?
I know, but
So if you take a listen there, the man literally and clearly is defending Aleister Crowley, right? Well, it shouldn't be a shocker to you then that he can be seen at this year's Grammys Award with yours truly, Madonna, right? This is not a coincidence. All of these people run together. All these people flock together, right? Another thing I noticed about the Grammys is that they actually asked GloRilla, which is a new up-and-coming artist based out of Memphis, Tennessee. She actually performed at the Grammys. I actually didn't know that, right? And GloRilla has a song called FNF, right, that went viral, and it's a very catchy song, right? And I had a friend a couple of days ago, shout out to you, I'm sure you're going to be watching this video, bro, but I had a friend a few days ago actually sent me a picture of GloRilla, right? And this picture that you're looking at right now is clear as day, right? She's not only doing the one-eye symbolism, but she's doing the vow of silence, right? Vow to never tell the secrets. Silent. And you say, oh man, you're exaggerating this, you're looking too much into it. No, I'm not. It's not a coincidence. Not only that, but it's literally her Instagram profile picture. Not only that, can somebody explain to me why is she performing at the Grammys? Right? Listen, I'm not a hater on anyone. I think the song is catchy. I got friends who don't like that song. I think it's a very catchy song. But the song only has 59 million views. And you say, well, that's a lot of views. It's actually not. It's not. How is it that you can put out that song and it's enough for your guy to sign you? One song? And you get signed to a major record deal? I'm just trying to understand the meaning behind this, right? Not only that, and for them to ask you to come and perform at the Grammys, I don't think that's a coincidence, right? I'm going to be keeping my eyes on GloRilla because I think they have special plans for her, and I think she's going to become more and more obvious and blatant with her symbolism. So for those of you out there who believe that this stuff is not real or believe that it's just a coincidence, remember this video and remember this moment, because she don't have very many pictures right now that are very telling. She don't have very many videos right now that are very telling, as she does not have very many hit songs, but she's already signed for some reason, which tells me, in my opinion, I think that she's another industry plant. So in 6 months from now or a year from now, if I'm making another video because she has 10, 15 more pictures and music videos that are occultic, I want you all to defend that, right? So I'm going to be keeping my eye on GloRilla going forward. Not to mention the amount of celebrities that came to this award show dressed weird and weird outfits, and this stuff is not just for ratings. This stuff is not just for entertainment. It's a lot deeper than that, right? And it's very important that you protect your soul. It's very important that you protect your mind. And it's very important that you educate yourself on these things, because for those of you out there who don't believe that God is real and you believe that we evolved from apes and salt water and fish and rocks or whatever it is that you believe, it becomes very dangerous for you, because I am a believer, right? I know that God is real, right? And I know that there's an asserted effort to steer as many people away from Jesus Christ, away from God, away from the Holy Scriptures as possible, right? So I'm not going to sit back and just watch people just follow like sheep. I can't save everybody. Everybody can't. Well, I can't save anyone, right? I can only lead you to Jesus Christ to be saved. But everybody isn't going to be saved, and I understand that, and I accept that, right? But the Holy Scriptures also says, if you see evil, shout it from the rooftops. Don't keep it to yourself. It's the same as racism, right? If you see racism or blatant racism and you choose to say nothing, you're a part of the problem as well, because silence can be murder. Silence can be just as lethal as people who are openly, verbally exerting racism into the world, right? So I choose to not sit back and stay quiet. Instead, I choose to share the truth, right? So for those of you who also want to support truth, please like this video, comment on this video, share this video for those that you feel need to see it, right? I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Until next time, peace.
Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment who or what you'd like me to make a video on next. I believe it is not only my responsibility, but many others' responsibility to unapologetically raise awareness and speak truth to light to the best of our ability, despite how people may feel about it. If you notice evil and choose to not speak on it, please understand that this makes you a part of the problem and not the solution. Respectfully, there is no in between. All praise be to the Most High. The truth is all that there is, and that's not a coincidence. I have questions. Do you?